That's enough sanding for me today. Ah, it's nice and toasty warm in here. My diesel heater going. Got my coffee warmer up there. So I sanded from here to there. Is that half? That's about halfway. Like, I'm not done sanding in there yet. I gotta still pull out my flap sander and round everything off. See, when you can't get into little spots like in here, hook up your flap sander that you invent and get in there and smooth everything out, round all the sharp edges and stuff. I don't know if this looks like a tree bottom. I don't care. I like the shape of it. You see that hole in there? This is a hole. Where's the flash? Anyways, that's a hole in here. It's rot. If my fingers are all the way in there, and it goes deeper. This cedar is soaking wet. This piece probably still over 1,000 pounds. Anybody want to give me a hand? Okay. I don't have my microphone hooked up. I haven't slept a wink. I could have went and finished my little Christmas project thing today in my Dremel room, but I didn't want to sit there when I fell asleep, so I came here. Now, if you look all up here, this is all rot, right? I gotta fix that. I'm gonna use Bondo stuff to put in there. I'm just gonna have the copper roof for the people that don't know, the copper shake roof. Now that rot goes all the way through there, down to the bottom. Now here's the hole. Let's see if we can give you some better lighting. There's the hole. So it goes quite deep in there. Now I need to have some of the center in place. I need to keep it in there because some of these I cut pretty thin, and if I cut these in thicker, I could take the center out. But these are pretty thin. Well, not that thin, like they're 2 inches, 3 inches. So like this one here, it's pretty thin and it's pretty small. Like look at the wood holding it right here. If this cracks here, I'll just cut this right out and have this a whole open piece. Some of that rotten wood. Now this is the front of the piece, because this is cut for a copper roof. I'm going to copper this. Now I'm thinking, yeah, just carve, Rob. I got to carve something in here and spike. I'm thinking, what about an owl? Just on this one side inside there. Like, how deep is that? Okay. Hey, Brendan, here's a shout out for you. Congratulations for your success at the that Christmas market you went to, and thanks so much for the kind words. Now, this is 11 inches deep. It's going to be a pain in the ass to carve an owl in there. A real pain, but I know I can do it. So I'm thinking, because that rot's in there, I just want to let you guys know how my process is going to work. So since that rot's in here, I'll carve the owl head up here, right? And I'll feel it hit the rot with my chainsaw, because it will just punch in, it will just go boom, because you'll hit the soft spot and it'll just go in. So if I cut the owl in here, and then the rot, I don't care that we can make it look like this is all cracked and rotten, but you still got the back of this for support. So I'm gonna carve an owl in here, just the shape of a silly little owl. And if I punch through the rot, it's not a big deal, because I said I got the back of this inside here for support. And we'll make it look like it's kind of rotten in there if I punch through it. I don't want to carve too deep. Just like it's gonna be a silly fluffer owl. So it's not a big deal if I cut through, and that's just me kind of talking out loud. Sorry, thinking out loud. Yes, thinking out loud. But then again, I think, so here's my owl. Wing will be here, face will look this way. I think, am I stupid for trying this? Because what are you going to see when you look over here? You're going to see kind of a weird cut thing. But I think it's all right. I think I'll make it work. You guys think I can make it work? It's going to be hard to film this one, so I'm just going to have to show you guys the progress as I go. So I'm going to have another sip of coffee, then I'm going to block that sheep out with my chainsaw. If you don't, well, am I stupid for trying this? That's what I'm telling myself, because I've spent, this is going to be spending like 50 hours on this piece. Am I stupid for trying that? I don't know, whatever, I gotta try it. God, punch through it! boy. Oh boy. The rod comes right there, like it's going to be have to be a flat faced owl. Ride the waves, everybody! Ride the waves! The Christmas waves. So let's see it from this view. That's not bad. Silly little gnome. I don't know. I think it looks like an owl. Do you think it looks like an owl? Look at the top of the right eye where it's brown there. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Bless you. That's rot right there. Right here. That's all I could do. This cedar's so soaking wet, man. So fuzzy. I'm just gonna leave it. That's good. That's done. You gotta think the plants will come in here. Plants will be out to about here anyways. Maybe they'll plant them lower here or something. Maybe I gotta, oh boy, I think I gotta dig this out more here with the saw. Looks like an owl to me. What do you think, Just Carve Rob? Let's turn this light off. Bless me. I don't know if I feel like doing any more sanding, so I might pull out the old jaw horse and carve a wood spirit quick. Go home, go to bed. Okay, so this is a old cedar burl that I got. I got like 20 of them. I gave a few of them away to Ryan and friends. This is second growth cedar, or even third growth. I'd say probably second or third growth. I'm not a fan of carving it, but I'm doing it. I'm making it work. This is first growth from an old enchanted forest. So I was just saying to my buddy Brendan, the carver that I gave the shout out to, that I need to get myself some old first growth cedar because I'm sick of carving the second growth crap. I'm gonna get this up there, carve a spirit or a wizard or something. Looking at that owl, one of those eyes looks like it's way bigger than the other one. This one looks like it's way bigger, but it's not. This looks that way. This looks that way. So, look at this old gnarly tree wart. Got some quilting up here. So what do I want to carve on this? I just don't know. I could put a wood spirit here. Carve like a fantasy face thing, like a face here, face here, face here, and something down here. Kind of looks like a pig right here, like an eye and a nose. And an ear. Or a hippopotamus. Yeah, look at it. It looks like a hippo. It's been in a battle. It's got a battle scar. So it's got an ear here, battle scar eye, and a nose with warts on it. Or a dog. Or whatever you want it to be. Well, I don't want to waste this piece, so I think maybe, how about a wizard? Like one of my Viking wizard dudes. Kind of like this fellow here. Kind of like that guy. I carved that live on YouTube last week, I think. This video's probably not as fun as my normal videos. I just don't have a lot to say, but yeah, let's get carving this. Let's get rid of this hippo dog. Okay, so I finally put my microphone on, so you guys don't have to listen to all the traffic and the airplanes. So I think with this one, so I know that there's rot in the back. I don't know how far that rot goes, but let's have a center line here. I think with this, I want to punch it in deep. So it's kind of hard to, and I have the hat come down here. It's like an old, whatever you want it to be. Now there's really no sense drawing the eyes on right now, but the mustache would come down here. And the beard can roll down here. What's that one? Get rid of that one. So can you guys see? So here's the hat up here. The brim of the hat. And the eyebrows just below the brim of the hat. And the nose, the mustache. And then we'll have like cloth things coming down. Like we're talking about a real old wizard dude. But maybe I won't punch it in that deep because I kind of like that, the way that's drawn on there like that. Reminds me of like a Asian, old Asian, who's that dude from, not Malaysia, but King Kong from that thing. Looks like a metal hat. Anyways, I'm going to put my dust mask on, put some tunes on, start cutting. I'm listening to Typo Negative. mask on, I forgot. That was his name, Genghis Khan. From, I think of where he was from. Mongolia! Genghis Khan from Mongolia! Stop by. I gotta turn my music off to take my dust mask off. Okay, so I don't know if any of you noticed when I was carving this, there's some rot right here. When I was carving it, when I first started carving, I'll be like, oh no, it's wrecked. But I was like, oh, right on, that's just gonna add some character now. So that's basically about it. I gotta take this hat down lower too. But now it's time to pull out the die grinder. I'm gonna be using the this Mita bow with 1/4" Kutzall extreme flame burr, just to run around and clean it up, and probably take that hat back. I don't know. So there it is. You guys want to hear my thought process on this? Well, if you don't want to, I'm going to tell you anyways. I'm going to run this live. Like, I'm going to run that whole carving live. I don't care. This video can be 2 hours. I don't care. When I was sanding it, I had some pen marks on the outside of it. Right up in here. And over in here. From the hat, I cut it too thin. So when you put your pen marks on, make sure you're going to cut them off. But then when I was cleaning it up, I was thinking about this old burl and the tree it came from, and I don't know. I'm far away from a tree hugger. His bottom lip's a little bit big. That's all right. I'm far away from a tree hugger, but I said I have to honor this tree because this is really super old first growth forest means it wasn't planted by man. It was just naturally grown. So you can see it's like a bark inclusion in there. I made it work. Now if you ask me, I could smooth this part out right here too, round it off a bit better. If you ask me, this doesn't need real ice. You could ruin it. Look how old it looks. There's just Carver up side view. Look how old this burl looks. It looks super old. Now, I'm not the best at carving ice, so I don't want to try and carve it ice and then it will look like a cartoon. I want it to look old. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my Dremel and I'm just going to go meh, meh, underneath those eyebrows. And that's it. Hollow out the ice. And why I'm leaving this, just I'm not speeding it up when I was carving that. I'll edit it out when I get in the way of the camera. But because sometimes I forget I'm filming. Why I'm going to leave it running, so maybe somebody can learn from it, right? That's what YouTube's about, is learning. I think I go to YouTube all the time to learn. I don't know about you guys, but I like it a lot. Even though it's winter time, I think it needs a clear coat. And I think I got just the thing right here. I got a little bit left in this. This is Kutzall. It's not called Kutzall anymore. It's just called Seekins now. But this is the marine gloss. This is like $100 for this little can. Oh no, $66. But I think they're $100 now. So this has a little bit of a tint to it. You can see the tint on the can. But I'm going to give this sucker a clear coat just because I want to see all these different colors popping stuff in here. Why not? You're having a good time, carry on and don't shit your pants. Tell you the truth, I think it looks, you don't even need a clear coat, but let's do it anyways. Just kind of don't feel like carving anymore. Now this stuff's pretty friggin' thick. I wish I had some mineral spirits here. That's great. This cheap paintbrush is coming apart. It's cheap paint. This stuff's so thick right now. Get in those eyes. I usually like to put this stuff on when it's really hot. Oh, it's probably thicker because it's cold too, and it was sitting in my thing. Make sure you get everywhere. Even the bottom. What do you guys think? It was a good decision putting the clear coat on it? What do you guys think? It was a good decision putting the clear coat on it? I do. Sometimes when you're putting the clear coat on this and you have like a bark inclusion like this, or if you have bark in here, you gotta be careful because you can pull out dirt. You can pull out these pieces of bark when you're doing it. So I seen a bunch of black spots over here. I had to wipe it with a rag a bit. But you see how that sanding really shows the quilting in it? What do you guys think? I think it's cool. It looked good without the stain, and it looks good with the stain, so it's your preference. It will last a lot longer this way. You know what else I could do with this? Well, I could hit it with my flap sander, make the highs and low points really pop like I do with the Minwax poly shade. But I don't think I'm going to do that on this one. I'm going to leave it like that. So for all you that hung out, watched the whole video, thank you very much. Let me know in the comments you watched it all. And let me know what you think of this old wizard. Do you like it with the clear coat or without the clear coat? And yeah, I'm gonna finish sanding all this stuff maybe tomorrow or the next day, and then this will be the treehouse video part 2, I think. And then we'll talk. I'll sand out all, and then we'll talk about what I'm gonna do on it. Anyways, I'm babbling about nothing. So that's it. Thanks.